I'ma stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New York Giants. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready, 180.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford going deep here. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Martavis Bryant, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Roll out. Check 25. Check 25. Check. Now.
Now Saquon Barkley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And Ingram holds it in. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 1st down, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
Now Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Zero. Back. Recon, 132 fighter.
Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down.
Ready. 90 Wolf. We got. Good. Hey, echo. Slam.
Jones throwing on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devon Kennard. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Jones. He sets to fire deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jones now operating from the gun. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
First down, New York.
On the ready. Squeeze. X3. 218. Chop. 49. Check 49. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, exit. Please grip.
Looking to throw. Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Down. 8-3.
Touchdown, defense.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
2nd and 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the backer.
Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
36. Check. Hey, wahoo! 36 to Mike.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay, that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry, 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Johnson, and this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Come on. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 32. Bang, 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 bang.
3rd and 2. Stafford. Open man. He's got him. The tight end Hockenson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check. Cross.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Man, I got you. Man. Check.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, switch gears.
They run. This is Scarborough. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Got a man, Slayton. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's Muhammad. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Here we go.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
There we go. Right. He's telling right here. He's telling the right. Telling the right. Even. 4 down. Even. Watch twist.
Pilot, 64, weak.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. That throw good for 4. It's second down. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. On second down, here's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On first down, it's Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Smooth. 3 down. Hey, check.
Throwing again. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Hey, Haywood.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
At their own 3-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
61, matchbox lights.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, Delta.
'44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Hey, let's get this.
Hey, Foxtrot.
44's the mic. Watch the curl.
Get it.
2nd and 4. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Go.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First down, Giants.
Ready up.
Jones now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tight end right.
Go. Shoot.
Here's Jones off the play fake. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Team 6. Go.
Jones to throw again. That's complete to Slayton. And he's got room. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Jones now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Switch.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Alert! 250!
Got you.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
29 is Mike.
From the 50, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
29 is Mike 29. Let's go, Heavy.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. On the ground, this is Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now Jones. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jared Davis. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
29 is the Mike 29.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. On 2nd down, Johnson. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, stand up. Hey, exit. Sit up. Sit up.
They'll go to Barkley again. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
2 yards. And the Giants first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Under 10.
A handoff to Barkley, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Pull it high. I'm coming for you. Hey, wahoo!
On 2nd and 9, Jones over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Switch. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo. You ain't going nowhere.
A first down carry for Barkley. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Go!
40's the mic. Squeeze.
From the gun, Jones.
Here we go again.
Being under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. Johnson jostles free. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 29.
21.
You ready?
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Big 20.
First and 10.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Ready?
They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. And all the way down to the 29. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 67 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle, and this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defense has always talked about getting turnovers in bunches.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Giants, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be...
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer.